You might have known that during the infancy of the automobile, there were steam cars and even primitive electric cars. But it's often forgotten that there were also vacuum-powered cars back in those days. Since there's unlimited vacuum, they were free energy cars, so the oil companies bought the patents and buried them. It's really sad. But I managed to get a hold of one that slipped through the cracks. Behold the 1910 VacuuMotive Wooden Ghost. In principle, vacuum propulsion works like a lot of other hypothetical perpetual motion machines. A permanent force pulls harder on one side of a wheel than the other, which spins the motor. The lack of internal combustion makes the Wooden Ghost smooth and quiet enough for the prestigious VacuuMotive brand, and it even holds its own in combat. Bringing technology from the distant future of 1910 can be quite an advantage in medieval battle. There weren't many finished roads back then, and there were often animals roaming the dirt and gravel pathways. So the rather garish hood ornament you see isn't just for show, it actually fires darts to fend off some of the more dangerous wildlife. You primarily aim the crossbow by facing your car toward the target, but there are also hinges for making vertical and horizontal adjustments without moving the car. You wouldn't think you'd be allowed to drive around with lethal weapons on your car, but safety standards were pretty lax at the time. Luckily, you don't have to be fast when you're armed. But if you do want to go faster, you can turn up the game speed to 200%. There's extra vacuum boost that adds a little speed and can help you up hills. The boost vacuums are on a separate button mainly because they can attract a lot of unwanted debris. Also, the added vacuum power can cause undesirable reaction torques. If you experiment with this in 0G, you'll see strange physics regarding the reaction torques. The direction of the torque seems to depend on the initial angle of the machine, which I think affects its performance on hills. Strangely enough, I think a stuntman got a hold of this car at some point, because it has rocket thrusters on the sides, which I'm pretty sure weren't standard equipment in 1910. Hopefully, the stuntman didn't go through with whatever he was planning. Apparently, the arrows do have momentum. If you get the crystal to teetering and then stop shooting, there's a good chance it'll fall forward where you can quickly push it to the goal. It's a good thing, too. I really need this to help pay off this expensive antique. So that's the VacuuMotive Wooden Ghost. You can save fuel and siege in style by visiting the Steam Workshop link below. But before I go, I want to showcase what might just be the world's first car movie.